Hello and welcome to Miss Sylvester's virtual open house. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen in a moment and talk you through what I have planned for this year, and hopefully my presentation will answer all of your questions. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and change this to present mode. All right, so this is Miss Sylvester's virtual open house tour for 2020-2021 school year. This is for Algebra 3 or Geometry. The expectations are pretty much the same between the two classes, so this video applies to both. First off, hello, I'm Miss Sylvester. This is my 5th year teaching math at Simley. I've taught geometry for all 5 years I've been here, and this is my 3rd year teaching Algebra 3. The first thing I want to talk about is change. Inevitably, what we have planned for this year is going to change. I don't have all the answers in terms of what this year looks like for us, so everything is sort of subject to change. But I do promise to do what's best for my students, and if that involves changing something because it's not working, I'm totally willing to do that. I promise to do the best I can. I ask that you provide me with patience and grace and flexibility during this time. In return, I will do the same for you. I understand that we're all going through a lot, so things will change. Please be patient. The next thing I want to talk about is learning during a pandemic. I understand that these times are challenging for everyone, and I'm willing to work with you if you have some circumstance that is impeding your ability to complete the material or is making things hard for you. Please let me know. I'm willing to talk with you and to come up with a solution that works for you. I'm going to err on the side of empathy and compassion during these times, and I'm willing to listen to your concerns and accommodate you to the best of my ability. We have some safety protocols. Masks must be worn at all times. The neck gaiters, they aren't approved by the district, so they have to be like the fabric or paper masks. Obviously, if there will be like moments where you take off your mask to like take a drink of water or to blow your nose or do whatever, we'll deal with those as they come up, but generally speaking, you should be wearing a mask. Hand sanitizer will be available, and it's suggested to use it upon entering my classroom, and desks will be cleaned in between periods. Social distancing. The desks in my classroom are placed 6 feet apart. Students should remain 6 feet apart from each other at all times, and you should remain in your desk as much as possible. I understand you're going to have to get up to use the hand sanitizer or throw something away or do whatever, but please avoid like wandering around the room before class starts or during class. We do have a new block schedule this year with our little hybrid option, so that means on Mondays, Cohort A, hours 1, 3, 5, and 7 are in person. Cohort B, hours 1, 3, 5, 7 are doing distance learning. Tuesdays, Cohort A, hours 2, 4, 5, and 6 are in person. Cohort B, hours 2, 4, 5, and 6 are distance learning. Wednesday, we have office hours. I'll be available via Zoom during that time, and we'll have a link that's like posted in Schoology so you know how to access it. Those hours that are listed are for both the cohorts. So if you're in Cohort A or B and you have me first hour, you can join my Zoom meeting at 12:05 from 12:30 to get help on what you're working on. I don't think I have a first hour, so I probably won't see you then, but whatever hour you have me, you can just join that. I don't foresee you being assigned math homework or work at all on Wednesdays. In my mind, that time is mostly for you to catch up on work I've already assigned or to ask questions and get help. So there shouldn't be any new content. It's mostly just time for you to finish your content or ask questions or get help. Thursdays, we're going to flip the in-person and distance learning. So Cohort A, hours 1, 3, 5, and 7 are distance learning. Cohort B, hours 1, 3, 5, 7 are in person. Friday, we have Cohort A, hours 2, 4, 5, and 6 distance learning, and Cohort B, hours 2, 4, 5, and 6 in person. What my class will look like. All students, both hybrid and in person, will be doing the same thing on the same days. So if I go back for a minute, if you're in my class on Monday, so if you're in hours 1, 3, 5, or 7, whether you're in person or at home, distance learning, you will be doing the same thing. All of your work will be online, accessible via Schoology. Generally speaking, you'll have some notes, videos, and activities, a homework assignment, and an exit ticket every day. This is the one thing that might be different between Algebra 3 and Geometry. I think Geometry, you'll have an exit ticket, every day. And Algebra 3, you'll have one like every few days. You will have multiple videos and a day to watch, but they'll be short and they'll be like accompanied by some sort of like activity that goes along with the video. So you'll be watching the video and like processing your content. It might be helpful to bring headphones to class, but they're not required. If you don't have them, it will not be a big deal, so don't stress about it. I will be available in class to guide students through the material and answer questions that they may have. If you're at home, feel free to email me, send me a Schoology message. If you're stuck, I want to hear about it so I can help you. And last but not least, it's important to keep up with assigned work during distance learning days. So like I said, if you are at home, we're doing that content in class at the same time. So the next time you come to class, we'll be moving on to new content. So if you haven't done the previous day's work, it'll probably be really hard to do what you're expected to in class the next time you see me. That being said, like, please do your distance learning work. It will just help you stay on track. It'll help you stay caught up, and it'll just go more smoothly for you. Materials. You'll need a device, a Chromebook, a laptop, iPad, whatever the district has provided for you will be great. You will need to have it in class though. So you'll need it at home to work on my materials, but you also need it in class too. Notebook or scratch paper. You won't take notes in a notebook. You might need a piece of paper to like work out some problems. I'll have paper here though too, so don't stress about that. You don't need like a dedicated geometry or algebra 3 notebook unless you want to have one. Totally up to you. You'll likely need a writing utensil, and a calculator is optional, but we'll provide online options. Don't sweat a calculator. Don't go out and buy one now. Like, we will provide you with options, so don't worry about it. And the last thing is headphones. Again, those are optional. I think they'll be helpful, but if you don't have them, it's not a big deal either. Really, most importantly for my class, you need your device. Anything else we could live without and figure out how to work around it. Grades and attendance. Grades will be unweighted, but will fall into the following categories: classwork, homework, and assessments. We'll follow the Simile grading scale to determine letter grades, and attendance will be taken daily for students in class. My distance learning folks, I don't really know what we're doing for your attendance yet, but I will let you know when I know. Getting help, I'm available before and after school every day except for Wednesdays, but again on Wednesdays I'm available during those office hours via those Zoom links, so please come in then if you need help. In the past, we've had math tutoring almost every hour of the day in school available to students. I think we'll have that this year, but I don't have like a firm yes or no yet. I will let you know when I know, but it will likely look a little different than it has in the past. In the past, it's been the student center. This year, I think it might be in teachers' classrooms, but again, I don't have like actual answer about that. Just know that it will be an option, hopefully. And when I know more, I'll let you know. And lastly, please let me know if you need help sooner rather than later. It's easy to fall behind and it's hard to catch up. So if we can keep you on track throughout the course, it'll just make everything that much easier for you. Last but not least, if you would like to contact me, there's my email address. You can also message me via Schoology. That's probably a really good option if you're a student. If you are a student, check your Schoology messages, because from time to time I will use them to message you. And there is my school phone number if you would like to call me and leave a message, but email is probably best. All that being said, thank you for watching my beautiful slides. Thanks for attending my virtual open house. I'm excited to meet you in person, so hopefully that happens next week. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. All that being said, I'd like to thank you in advance for all of your hard work, and I'm excited to see you and get to know you this year.